wins. So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Guy, Louise and Jim from the Bright Sparks and Judith from the Eggheads, would you leave the studio, please? So Ian and Alex, you're playing to win the Bright Sparks £11,000. Barry, Pat, Kevin and Dave, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. And as usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. So Bright Sparks, the question is, are your 2 brains better than the Eggheads' 4? And Ian and Alex, would you like to go first or second?
First. I will go first, please, Devon.
Definitely first.
Off we go then. And first question is this. President John F. Kennedy was often referred to by what name? Jim, Jack or Jordan? President John F. Kennedy was often referred to by what name?
It was Jack.
Jack Kennedy? Yep, it's the right answer. Well done. Eggheads. Operation Deep Scan in 1987 was a search using sonar equipment for which legendary creature? Loch Ness Monster, Yeti, or the Beast of Bodmin?
You would need sonar.
For the Yetis or Beast of Bodmin, so land creatures. So Loch Ness Monster. So
that's the only thing that would require sonar. We think the only one of those which would really require sonar would be the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, the Loch Ness Monster. And Kevin, they're saying that the Yeti and the Beast of Bodmin are land creatures. You believe in them then?
No, I was going to say, yeah, no, it does rather imply that, doesn't it? No implication should be taken from that.
Loch Ness Monster is the right answer. Well done. And over to the Bright Sparks again. The Duchess of Gloucester, who was a daughter-in-law of George V and lived to be 102, became known by what title? Countess Elizabeth, Lady Sarah, or Princess Alice?
I've heard of a Princess Alice.
Saying like princess, it could be kind of like she lived to be married, so she's a princess.
Well, now we're stuck.
Well, if you think, I can't see being Countess Elizabeth.
We'll go for Princess Alice.
That's all the
rings a slight bell on with the Something about Princess Alice rings a bell, so we'll say Princess Alice.
Okay, Princess Alice is the right answer. You got it. Well done. You have 2. Eggheads. The words lemming, ski and fjord all come from which language? Danish, Finnish or Norwegian?
I thought it was Norwegian. Okay. We think they all come from Norwegian.
It's the right answer, Eggheads. It's all square again. Back to the Bright Sparks. Which of these is the name of the award-winning Industrial Heritage Museum in Blaenavon in South Wales? Is it Big Pit, All Mine or King Coal?
Again, I'd say it's going to be either Big Pit or King Coal. Big Pit sounds a bit more Welsh valleys, doesn't it?
Potentially. Should go for...
I think I'd go for Big Pit.
Big Pit. Well,
yeah.
It's on you.
I'd like the sound of it.
Yeah? Alright, cool.
Another one which we have no knowledge, but of those, the one that sounds like it would be an awesome museum title would be Big Pit.
Big
We're
Pit.
going to go for Big Pit.
And it is Big Pit. It's the right answer. Well done. So Eggheads, you need this then. The colourful character who in the 1920s styled himself as the Abyssinian Prince Monolulu became familiar in the UK as what? A racing tipster, an escapologist or a cocktail maker?
I've got a tip, racing tipster. You can't. Yeah, well, I've got a tip. You to turn up at the meetings.
He was a racing tipster.
I've got a horse.
Yeah, I've got a horse.
Your horse, I've got a horse.
I've got a horse. It's the right answer, yes. Racing tipster, Eggheads. Okay, we go to sudden death. And going really well there, Ian and Alex. Here you go. Douglas Fairbanks, Gene Kelly, Michael York and Gérard Depardieu have all played which fictional character on film?
At least 2 or 3 of those I know were in films of the Three Musketeers.
Right.
Oh, goodness, that's tough. That is tough.
That's the best I can come up with.
Three Musketeers.
It's Michael York was in the Three Musketeers films. He played D'Artagnan.
Right. I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely no idea, so if you want to go with that.
We're not entirely sure.
Well, that's been the case with the last two anyway.
However, we're going to say D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan is the right answer. Look at the relief on your faces. Well done, well worked out. Yeah, Three Musketeers, D'Artagnan, well done. And means the Eggheads need to get this. Well, chance for the money here. Eggheads, the organisation known as Age UK, was formed in 2009 when Age Concern England merged with which other charity?
One possibility is help the
aged. Help the aged is a possibility, isn't it? Because that's no longer.
I'm trying to think if there are any others.
Because help the aged isn't around anymore, is it? So, but it's a logical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a logical thing.
I can't think of anything else.
Anything else? So, I'd stick with that.
Yeah.
Help the aged.
We're not certain of this, but we're going to go for help the aged.
Help the aged. It's the right answer, Eggheads. On we go. Fantastic with that last one. Try this one. Sadat and NASA are stations on the underground system of which city?
Well, they're both very famous Egyptian presidents.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that any other Egyptian city but Cairo would have an underground. So, Cairo.
Cairo, go for it.
Well, as they're both famous Egyptian presidents, and we think that the answer is possibly Cairo.
Okay, Cairo is correct. Yes, well done. And Eggheads, you need to get this one right. In 2005, the use of the terms spinster and bachelor on UK marriage certificates was discontinued in favour of which word?
I got married in Australia, so I don't know.
Single, maybe? Unattached?
Maybe simply unmarried.
Married, single, unattached.
Unattached just sounds like a rather funny word to use in that formal
Okay.
context, but I haven't got the faintest idea.
It is a legal sort of issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Legal
I can't.
documents, legal records.
Yeah.
Legal and marriage.
So what do you think? Unattached, unmarried,
Yeah.
single, unmarried looks
What's the one?
does it look the more solid look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Single
Yeah.
I suppose single
Could be the other two,
is a possibility, isn't it?
What we fancy?
Unmarried. Unmarried. It could be unmarried or single, I think, but Eggheads. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that then. We're torn between two options. We're going to go for unmarried.
Okay, spinster and bachelor on UK marriage certificates replaced as single,
Oh.
which means Bright Sparks, you've won the money. You should see what's going on behind you. Turn around and have a look. How does that feel?
I feel ill.
Unreal.
Ian feels ill. Well, you did fantastically. I mean, you worked. We saw you working. We heard you working, especially with that D'Artagnan question. And the Eggheads were working hard there, and you outworked them. I thought they were going to go for single, but they talked themselves out of it. But that's fantastic. You did really, really well.
I think that's the first thing I've ever won. I think possibly I won a pencil once in a competition when I was about 8.
Well, thank you very much for coming along and taking all that money home with you, £11,000. Fantastic performance today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely spectacular. In the final round, which means you've proved the Eggheads can be beaten. You are officially smarter than the Eggheads for today anyway. Do join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will be just as successful. Until then, goodbye.